Hello guys, today I would like to share some experience that I used to be gone through, you know, when what I have learned from. So today I want to talk about my experience when I was a monk. You know what I have gained knowledge today because I used to be a monk for. So I start from the Pali school. How to say? It's called Pali Primary School from grade one. So Pali Primary School in grade one is equal to grade four in secular school. I mean government or public school in Cambodia. So when the one who became a monk already, he need to study how to say the chanting Dharma for 1 year, so that he can start to study Pali school. We call Pali school in Khmer culture or in Pali circle or Pali community. So for me, I learn how to chant the Buddhist script or chanting Dhamma for about 1 year, and then I start to study Pali. I want to tell that it was very fun when I studied Pali because it's totally different from government or public school. I mean secular school. They learn without memorize, but for Pali school, you have to learn by heart. You learn by heart, especially for the Pali grammar. You have to learn by heart. At that time, we need to study from the alphabet. Alphabet like and then we call Santi in Pali, and noun whatever. It's very fun. We have to learn by heart. The teacher give a score by learn by heart. So, for example, the teacher write down Pali grammar on the whiteboard. We have to copy and teacher explain. Then we have to learn by heart. When the exam come or mock test, we have to learn by heart to show the teacher. Yeah, so the teacher can give us a mark. So in early, late 2004, I went to study Pali school in monastery named Waspu Pagoda or Waspu Monastery in Chamkala district. At that time, it's very fun. My monastic master, sent me to study Pali over there. So I would like to say thank you to my master. And now he already listed. His name is Mr. Budlivani. Yeah, he sent me to study in Pali. So I really gratitude to my master. If he wouldn't send me to study Pali in Waspu Pagoda or Waspu Monastery, I couldn't have a chance to study anymore. Because as a pagoda boy or village boy, I don't know anything. My parents just sent me to the pagoda to become a monk. I don't know what to do, so I just follow them. If my monastic master didn't send me to study Pali, maybe I have no time to study. Maybe I have not access to study and I have a job, or I can read English, I can teach math, I can teach English to my student. So the first teacher, the first Pali, monastic master or teacher, teach me how to chant the Dhamma and how to to be well behaved in Buddhist temple. So he the first one who taught me. So yeah, I would like to pay my highly respect to Mr. Budlivani. Now he already deserves just like me. Okay, now he also have one baby. I also have one baby. All right, so then I moved to study Pali Primary School in grade 2. in Serai Champa Pagoda in Bati district. After that, after 1 year, I moved back to Chamkala district again to study Pali school in grade 3 in Wat Pobring Monastery again, back to Chamkala again. So it was fun, I met a lot of friends from different parts of Kampong Cham province. Some from Steng Trong, some from Chamkala, some from, some came from Precho, and yeah, and some students also came from another province like Kampong Thom, Pravi here. So we met a lot of friends. So now let's talk about Pali school in grade 3, primary school. That time that I need to have an entrance exam to catch up to grade 7, and yeah, finally I passed the exam, so that I have a chance to study in secondary school. Secondary school, I mean grade 7. So that I need to move to live in Phnomdal Pagoda or Phnomdal Monastery in Bati district. But I go to study in Wat Sawanagiri Chương Chnok Monastery to study Pali school over there. So that was very fun as well. I I made a lot of friends from different province, from different district. Yeah, not different country, because in Cambodia, so they from different province. Just meet a new environment, and we share a lot of story to each other, background. So let's talk about the subject that we study in grade 7 in Pali school. We have, how to say, because it's early secondary school. We have the grade 7, grade 8, and grade 9. So we have to study Pali over there. So, but we have Sanskrit, Pali, rule of Buddhist, rule of Buddha, comparison of religious, and another subject like my math, chemistry, English to study, just like other students study in secular school, secular subject. I live over there, I study over there for 3 years. Until grade 9, I had to have another exam to move to grade 10. So I moved to study in Siem Reap for 3 years for higher secondary school. In Khmer we call Machum Soksa Tutaya Phum. So we start from grade 10, 11, 12. So over there I explore new environment, new friend. I am from Kampong Cham province, so when I went to study in Siem Reap, many students laugh at me because when I speak something, that Kampong Cham dwellers speak is not like the alphabet or the word generally Cambodian people use. For example, in Siem Reap people say that sreu, but in Kampong Cham we call seu. Yeah, in Siem Reap we call swai. In Kampong Cham we call chwai. It's something is very hard. So they laugh at us, but it's very funny, very funny. I enjoy that. I don't feel angry to other that they laugh at me. I enjoy. Yeah, I think that I can speak Khmer language in different ways. I'm so happy, and I'm proud of them when they speak Khmer language correctly. They can use the correct word, but their language, in Siem Reap, Siem Reap dwellers, Siem Reap people, they speak Khmer very beautiful. Even they get angry, they also speak very beautifully. So I love Siem Reap. So study over there. I study in Wat Reachable Buddhist secondary school with when Venerable Punsaim is able also the president of the school. So in 2014, I passed higher secondary school. So that I moved to, I had a scholarship to study abroad in Singapore. Because you know, when I finished grade 12, I haven't got the certificate yet. But I try to apply to study in Singapore, and finally, you know, and I passed the exam. I don't believe myself that I can do it, because you know, I just study English in the temple with my teacher, with my Khmer teacher, and I can do it. I don't expect it that I can do it, but finally I can do it. Wow! But luckily, you know, I studied in Singapore for 6 years. We have to study English foundation for 2 years, and Bachelor of Art or BA another 4 years. And then I also graduated bachelor degree from Singapore for 4 years plus foundation 2 years. This is very amazing, very great experience that I you know, I had been to study in Singapore. Very funny. I have a lot of friends, you know, like from Vietnam, from China, from Sri Lanka and Cambodia. We share a lot of story, we share a lot of culture, we live together, we study together, and we eat together, we sleep together. It's very funny. And then I back to Cambodia, this road, to find job for make a living. This is a short introduction of my life that I gain knowledge. Okay, so I know that everyone has their own secret, has their own story, but this is just my short introduction of my story that I came across, that I went through in my life. Okay, thank you for watching. Yeah.